Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on scientific and historical evidence. So yesterday, I have shared the video on the proper short strike Wing Chun. And after that, I got many messages and many comments under my video. Some friends asking me to share more on plum flower footwork. Some friends saying that the old teaching of 1960 needs to go because it doesn't fit for the purpose anymore. And some friends asked me to comment on such as many Wing Chun YouTubers is that when they do their demos, the offensive attack is invariably a straight line Wing Chun style of attack. Of course, the Wing Chuner looks impressive when dealing with attack using common Wing Chun style defense and attack method, but is it realistic? So many of our friends asking me to comment on the fighting, momentum zone, and range, and so forth. So we need to clean this thing up because it already distorted a lot of things of Wing Chun. And so many friends is asking. So what I see is most people are brainwashed by movie and by the media out here, and get to the point that many Wing Chuners is actually lost in touch with reality. Okay. So today I'd like to share with you to give you a big picture. This thing we need to know the system. We cannot say, you know, like our friend asked me, can you please show more on the plum flower footwork? Well, that is possible for those who really know, who really have been conditioned in the proper training. For those who do not know about it, do not have the proper training, will not be able to make sense of anything because their mind is the 1960 version of Wing Chun. Okay. So let me share with you in this video. So those of our Wing Chun friends, brother and sister who want to solve this problem, you want to see this reality, or else we really don't know what to do. And sometimes I'm speechless because they are all the signature and data have already shown up. And if we ignore it, well, of course, it's going to go become disaster. So let's start. So let me go back. It told me to unmute and to understand what is it. Okay, I think I'm okay. Okay, now. Okay, now. Now, before anything, okay? As what I mentioned, that what I'm sharing is non-political. I'm not pushing any lineage or any grandmaster. And Also, we know that in the history of China, everybody like to push their grandmaster to be in the god level, like a god, okay? And they are fighting each other on lineage and on which grandmaster is the king of this and king of that. And they don't look into the reality. So I like to share with you the reason why I bring up Qi Ji Guang, General Qi Ji Guang 1560, is because I ask everybody to shut up, okay? Please shut up, because none of your grandmaster is better than Qi Ji Guang, who actually helping tailoring the real Chinese Kung Fu in the war zone. So whoever told me that they are a street fighter or whatever, this grandmaster do this in the village or in this city or anything, I ask them to shut up. Listen to what General Qi Ji Guang said. Okay, your grandmaster do not record in the history in their war record. General Qi Ji Guang, whatever he did in the history is recorded. You can go check it. And you know that Qi Ji Guang fought the Japanese pirate. Within the Japanese pirate, there are Japanese warrior who is trained in samurai sword and jujitsu, okay? And he defeat them. So please do not get into those politics of lineage or who is the king of Wing Chun or whatever. Those are really just people like to boasting their stuff. And you do that, you're going to screw everybody. Because whatever you are talking about is unproven. General Qi Ji Guang teaching is proven in military, in war. How many war battle he have, how many times he win, with what type of efficiency and effectiveness his training is. We can check it, okay? So unless we can rely on this kind of thing, it's hopeless. Keeping get into this grandmaster, this lineage, that lineage, it is like living in a fantasy. It's not going to solve any problem by creating chaotic situations. Chinese in the history, you can see, they love to do this kind of thing. That's why they screw up themselves, okay? So we want to clean up stuff. We want to get to the bottom of the line, the truth of the line. That's why everything is based on General Qi Guang. Everything, what I said is, always I tell everybody, if your grandmaster is not better than Qi Ji Guang, shut up, okay? It is serious, okay? Martial art is not something fun. Now, we like it or not, if we make a simple comparison today, this is version 1960 type of the Wing Chun fighting zone. Okay, the fighting zone is in front of the Wing Chuners of 1960, and their power is like in this sphere range. Okay, so if we compare with, say, the MMA, which is a box, the Wing Chun 60s sphere is like this within the box. Okay, so this is important. Now you can see what Wing Chun 1960 do not cover. Now, if we compare with General Qi Ji Guang's 1560s Kung Fu, it is a box. If we look closer to us today, like the Okinawan Bubishi, we know that it is passing a lot of information from China, okay, which is after the 1560 to Okinawa. It is also a box. Go read the Bubishi book. When you go to 1850s Wing Chun, it is also a box. It is recorded here in this book, my book, Resurrecting Wing Chun in Details, how the 1850 tracked down from Qi Ji Guang, okay? Now, it becomes this, that sphere, it becomes this. It becomes this, and it is only, the strong point is only here, within the box. Well, how is this type of stuff going to face an MMA? We know that based on just this, the fighting zone, what are you trained at? Without even get to other thing, it already show that it is not able to compete. So it's like people who have this box, it's like they have the Marine, they have the Army in the land, and then they got the Air Force. They have all those, and a sphere is just like you have Army in the land. You don't have Air Force. You don't have the Marine in the sea. How are you going to fight? So we like it or not, this is the reality of Wing Chun today. Again, I'm saying that I am not based on anything, any lineage, any grandmaster. We based on evidence, and we based on General Qi Ji Guang. Because there's no room here for any grandmaster to speak out. Because none of the Chinese grandmaster ever is better than General Qi Ji Guang. So why don't just shut up and listen? So if you look at the General Qi Ji Guang's technology, which is a box, which is later I'm going to show you more, compared with the MMA, you know that only this type of thing you can face MMA. The sphere, forget about it. And we know that Qi Ji Guang know about it 460 years ago. So why is it end up to be like this? Why is it end up to be like this? Well, because somehow it get into a movie, okay? So it get into like this. Authentic Wing Chun, okay? You watch that too much in the movie, and then the Wing Chun is have to do Qi Sao this way, staying away from two people, remember that sphere? And then when Wing Chun fight is looking like this, you move away from your opponent, and then you are in your sphere here. And then you're playing a wooden dummy. The same thing here is your sphere. This is the sphere area of this thing. So what do you expect? And not just in the movie. This is a set recently created in Canton by the Wushu Associations of Canton, China. It's called Wing Chun Queen. Again, this is about this fear. This is reality. So because it is in the movie, it's in everywhere. When you talk about Wing Chun be like this. You stand this far away and then you do your lap sao, your strike and so forth. Not aware of the entire this is open. Okay. In Chinese, this is called Xiong Lo, the upper path. This is called Zhong Lo, the middle path. This is called Ha Lo, the lower path. Okay. So there are three paths, or three areas, or three domains. Since Qi Ji Guang, when you attack with one domain, you always have to guard on the other domain. You never just attack this domain and just leave all this domain open. Well, too bad. The movie show you that. Okay? And you practice this, like the movie. You look at in the internet, how many people practice that? When you do that, this hollow, the lower part of the body and the mid-range of this body is completely open. Well, as what I shared the other day, you're open for what? If your opponent is this far away from you, first thing you open for body shot. The second thing is you open for takedown. You ask for it. And that is the training today we can see, be it in the movie or like I say that here, I show you by evidence. We speak by evidence. This is the Canton stuff, okay? Your lower part body is completely open. Now, as I shared in the video yesterday, for Wing Chun, it's called sticking body short strike, Kip San Tuin Da. It's always you want to use your leg to cover, to attack, to pressurize, to guard the lower part, and then your body to cover, to attack, to guard your lower part when you strike, attack him on the top. So you always fully cover when you get in. There's Wing Chun. Okay? If you don't do that, you do this. Like in the movie, you're in a serious problem. The ancient didn't teach that. So the ancient always in Cantonese say Xiong Zhong Ha Sam Lo. You attack one low, always the two low, the two other domain, you have to guard it, or the best thing of guarding it is to attack it. And when you go to sticking body, why do you want to sticking body? Like today, people talk about, oh, Wing Chun is short bridge versus other people's long bridge. And then Wing Chun have the long bridge and then Fa Jing in the long bridge. What are you talking about? Which is more important to have the full range cover, like you're making a wall? If you want to attack it in the ground, you better cover your sea, your ocean, and your sky. You just go in with your army in the land, and you do not cover in the sea and the sky. You're looking for trouble. And if you do not know that, you know it's a kiss of death. So this is the problem. Now, the issue is that if we do not recognize this and keeping doing this kind of stuff, keeping making movie and get all the Wing Chun brother and sister talking hand, okay, have no idea on xiang rou, zhong rou, ha rou, you are actually pushing people to suicide. So look around, okay? Now, that is a problem if one want to get into the box, okay, type of martial arts, and that is your body need to be able to handle your opponent at this close or even down to the ground, which is we can see, okay? And in general Qi Ji Guang, it is it has to handle this. This is the 4 aspect, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is the 3D momentum zone, the ground, the short strike, and the long fist. And it has to be, it continue to dynamically change. Well, that is the summary. The summary of General Qi Ji Guang, 1560. Okay? Which is now I translated into this book. If it's here, let me share with you. In this book, you need to know what is going on there. It is a war, okay? Now, if you look at, this is what I coined as I coined it as the K criteria of the Qi Ji Guang. Just now I show you on this, the 3-dimension, the fighting in the X, Y, Z, and the different zone. Let me share with you this principle here. So the principle of the fighting at that time, 1560, is whatever you are not able to respond or unrecognized will hit you. Whatever you don't know will hit you, okay? The second thing is speed. If you're unable to handle the speed of the rival, it will hit you. That's the principle, and one need to continuous learning, and one need to be able to predict the momentum. Okay? So one need to know, as what we talk now, that is the upper domain, middle domain, the lower domain, and different types of momentum, like here, the 3-dimensional momentum, the long fist, the short strike, the ground fighting momentum, and the momentum combinations. If one not be able to predict that, have a clue on what is going on, we're lost. The one who will win is the one who be able to predict that and know which rein I'm going to play. And there are 4-level model there in the training. Is the functional training, you know, like today's sport terms, functional training. You have to train your body, your endurance, and so forth. And then you need to be able to master the four aspects: cleverly, fiercely, speedy, and the soft play. How to dodge and strike and so forth. And also dynamic momentum, distance, angle, and level play, the change of that. And then momentum combinations. So 460 years ago, it already have this thing. And to elaborate that, as this I share here, saying that whatever you don't know, we're going to hit you. If you are not up to the speed, it's going to hit you. Okay, this is in the Qi Guang's own words, and right now it's translated in this book. It's very important. So this is why he said there is a common saying: one will not be able to respond to an unrecognized attack. Attack need to be like thunder. Thunder suddenly strike with a speed that allows no time to recover one's ear. As he said, one must attack without resistance nor parrying. As many, in fact, as soon as one engage in resistance and parrying, one will tangle with many ineffective moves. Okay, so one must attack without resisting or nor parrying. As soon as one engage in resisting or parrying, one will tangle with many ineffective moves. Here it said one need to have a broad combat knowledge and keep on learning. And the one who can predict the momentum trends win. This is what Qi Guang said when he trained his army to fight in the battle, in the war. Guess what you are doing? This is called chasing hand, parry, resistance, fa jing. This is also hand. This is also hand. This is also hand. It is not the momentum. General Qi Guang already said, don't parry, don't block it. There's a Chinese saying that this way, the Chinese saying in Mandarin, 十拳不比一指位. You can strike 10 strikes really fast, but you cannot compete. People just shift one finger away. You can strike 10 strikes really fast, but the opponent, the rival, just shift one finger away from the one finger width away from your strike. Is everything's over. So this is also Qi Guang. No parry, no blocking. You just strike him. And thus, there is no such thing as counter, waiting for his hand to come. I counter with this hand. I'm going to react with this hand. No. So the Qi Guang play is the opponent come with one direction. I'm going to go for another direction and shoot him right away because his body is the target. His hand is not the target. Playing with the hand, neutralize the hand, mean nothing. What you want is directly to his target. So all this is what it is. And so as this one, this is named as soft. Why is soft? Because it's keeping dodging. Like you see this. It dodge, it dodge, it dodge, it dodge. That's called soft art. So Wing Chun is a soft art is keeping dodge, but pay attention. You have the upper, the lower, all is taking into considerations. Okay. And also when you get into the 1850s Wing Chun or the Okinawa Bubishi, you can see it consists of orders. Look at the Okinawan Bubishi. Does he have throw? Does he have take down to the ground? Or the kicking the ground? Does he have this type of really close fighting or longer fighting with the kicks? Look at the Okinawan Bubishi. Let's just get a copy in the books, in Amazon. And also this is now, all this Chi Chi Guang, the sample of it all is in this book. Just take a look at it. You see, this is the kick one, is kick one going down and then coming up. Always is the upper, lower, middle domains. It's cover. It is a premeditative attack. It is never. This is called movie. This is called acting. That's why you cannot fight Xi Xiaodong this way. Be it your Wing Chun this way or your Tai Chi this way, you lost to Xi Xiaodong. Because the MMA is like the General Chi Chi Guang's teaching. And because it doesn't matter 450 years ago or 460 years later, it doesn't matter it's in China or it's in America. Hey, fighting is fighting. The rule of fighting is always like that. So now you see that this is a problem. You don't know the science of fighting. You're only thinking about your hand. And then say, well, this grandmaster have this hand technique, that Fa Jing, that mind power, that what power? The Chinese never believe in those kind of stuff. Since 460 years ago, General Qi Shi Guang. And today, Xi Xiaodong in China will not believe on that. We're saying that those are fake Kung Fu. Okay? So this is reality. Now, so going down your Wing Chun, you say your Wing Chun, the most root of the Wing Chun, the most advanced is Xiu Lim Tao. Xiu Lim Tao have everything, internal art, mind power, whatever, fine. But do you know that Xiu Lim Tao have this? Xiu Lim Tao, in Xiu Lim Tao, one must train one's body be able to handle the hugging. So it's not like this. It's actually the hugging, and your body have to be handled. It's not if people is far this away. You bury him away. You bury it like you set a barrier to bury him away. No, you just get him in. Okay. And then in the same thing, you want to push him out. Your body has to do that. Be able to develop that in your Xiu Lim Tao. And then after that, of course, you need to train like this Red Bull training band on your body handling, your recycling momentum, which is I shared on the other day. Based on the 1850s writing, you need all this body conditioning, okay, to handling the recycling momentum. You need that in order to be able to play like this case, changing angle, okay, even face to face, but you want to change angle. And then you need to be able to play with this, how you get in, shoot in, and sticking in, where this attacking, your body is pressuring him. You need those kind of training. So if you look at today's 修炼套set, it do not support that anymore. Today's structure do not support that. Structure support this. So it's like you have a rack here, a structure here, you support it, and then you keeping pushing your structure forward, and that is always a sphere here. But the box is not like that. The box is this three-dimensional momentum play. The long fist, the short strike, and the ground fighting. Okay? And the box is dynamic momentum change in distance, angle, and level. Now, how is your structure is going to support that? Your structure cannot support that. It breaks down. That's why the 1960s Wing Chun is only go straight line and going this sphere. Because the training in the 修炼套 have evolved into a structured training, and everybody copy each other, and then they do the same thing. And this is what I end up with. And as what I show, disregard of it is in the movie or it is in China today, you do the same thing. Your structure, your straight line, and you do not aware of the upper, middle, lower domain. You do not aware of what the general Qi Ji Guang present. So what you don't know, as the general Qi Ji Guang said, one will not be able to respond to an unrecognized attack. When the attack is come to your lower domain and you are not recognize it, it's over. Not to mention, when people want to take you down, it's going to go to your lower domain really fast because they are proficient in it. If they want to do a body shot, they are proficient with it, they are fast. And if you're keeping thinking about only the sphere up front here, you're going to get shot. And you put your elbow out here, immobile elbow, you're going to get shot. So, and then you're keeping thinking about your hand, this hand technique, that hand technique. I have to be doing Qi Sao or wooden dummy, this hand technique, that secret hand techniques. What Qi Ji Guang already tell you already. Do not parry, do not resist. If you parry and resist, then you get tangled. So you want to slip in with the distance, angle, and level play. You just shoot in. He attack, you attack. He attack, you attack. And you continue attack. That's the way how to play. Well, and again, Wing Chun 1850 is following that. Because I proved to you by evidence in this Restricting Wing Chun book, I proved to you by evidence with the Qi Ji Guang, Shaolin Sword Strike, and Wing Chun 1850. It is actually, Wing Chun is an offspring of General Qi Ji Guang's teaching. It's an evolution, the base is there. So this is what I like to share with you. You cannot do plum flower footwork if your body is not trained. If your body is never trained this way, never trained this way, never trained on this basic changing an angle, changing of a distance, changing of the level, never train in this dynamic momentum handling, but you train structure only, and your chi sao and your chi sao and your wooden dummy. What you train is what you get. This. So this is the reality. It is right now. What I'm saying this is an SOS call already. Hey, wake up. And again, finally, I say again, go read General Qi Ji Guang, what he's teaching. Stop calling this guy is the king of Wing Chun. That guy is the king of Wing Chun. My grandmaster say that. That grandmaster say that. Anyone's grandmaster go to war before, like in Qi Ji Guang? If not, who have the say? Not to mention right now, we prove that what Qi Ji Guang said is according to today's sports science and today's science in fighting. So if you want to, like in the movie, keeping brought out, oh, this is authentic Wing Chun. What is authentic Wing Chun? Is authentic Wing Chun this authentic Wing Chun or this Kung Fu 1560s? Qi Ji Guang's Kung Fu is the authentic. So I can tell the world, to those who make movies, why do you make movies like this, making your money and you actually screw up all the Wing Chun practitioner? You screw up the Wing Chun ancestor. Wing Chun is not as what you think in the movie, but you brainwash people for that, like giving them opium. You put them in danger. And then you get the Wing Chun get laughed at. So go watch Xu Xiaodong's video on that. What Wing Chun worth. This thing have to be stopped. If it is not stopped, it is over. Okay. So there's a reason why sometimes I ask people, why don't you guys really love your ancestor if you are Chinese? If you are really thinking you are Chinese, you love your country, you love your ancestor, well, then please go read and study what Qi Ji Guang said. He's the national hero of the China for past thousands of years. Okay? He ranked the first top 3 within the past thousands of years of national hero. So he lived in 460 years ago. Why don't people go study that instead of my grandmaster is this, this grandmaster is this, my grandmaster is from this grandmaster, this grandmaster is the king of this, king of the king of what? Have anybody go be able to perform in war like Qi Ji Guang? So that's what I said. No, I just being direct. If you don't know, shut up. Whatever you do is a responsibility, the responsibility for the culture and the responsibility of the people. And that's why over here, I didn't even say a word. I'm just a messenger, show you that what Qi Ji Guang and what is the ancients is about. So like this morning, another person leave a message saying that, well, Hendrik, why don't you open a school, tell us about what is the real Wing Chun? What is that got to do with telling the real Wing Chun? History, scientific evidence got nothing to do with anybody have school or have title of anything at all. Evidence is the truth, not Hendrik, not lineage, not grandmaster. Show the evidence. And the evidence has to par with today's world. So seriously, the educations and mindsets of Wing Chun need to change. That's why I'm continuing to say, you cannot study plum flower footwork because you don't know what it is. It's like if we are in the kindergarten, we will not be able to know what is calculus or even algebra. You need to study mathematics, and then you get to the algebra, and then you go to calculus. So saying all this today, it will make me like a bad guy, right? Bad mouthing. But sorry, I'm not bad mouthing anybody. I just tell you technically like this. You want to go to war, you better know what you get into. And if you want to keeping talking about the ancestor, the Chinese, my grandmaster in the ancient China, in the red boat of Wing Chun and so forth, you better know exactly what it is going on. Because we do not want to use whatever other people in the ancient to boot ourselves. And yet we have no idea what is the ancient teaching anyway. So today, we like it or not, Wing Chun has already become like that. It's just a sphere where you take care of the sphere, but you miss the entire other thing. So this is what I'd like to share with you today. You know, I'm retired. I'm an engineer. When I see this thing, I just talk straight, because what important is your next generations, and what important is do not let the ancestor of the Wing Chun lose face. You have to have a fair evaluation on them. And then for the young people, you have to be care on them. You don't want to just teaching something and then send them out to the war zone. Or you take a lot of money from them, but you do not share with them what is the reality of fighting. What people study martial art not necessarily need to go fighting. They can learn the science of fighting, and then when they see the situation, they can avoid it instead of going to fight. Don't take law in our own hand. If we are not a professional, then don't do it. We just want to know what it is. So that's what my interest, to share with people what is this thing? What is this thing called Wing Chun is about? What is Chinese Kung Fu is about? What is this fighting thing is about? So we know there's a difference, like for example, a tiger and a cat. If we see a tiger, we need to know we need to run. We need to stay away. So this is what I hope that you ponder deeply on what I'm saying. It is really, really critical now. It's an S.O.S. It's like the Apollo 13 saying that, Houston, we got a problem.